Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Welcome everyone for the second last day of 21 days challenge. I'm so happy, to say this day 20. When I started with day one, I was wondering, maybe on the second last day or last day, I will be the only person coming live. I'm so happy to see all of you all, in great numbers. Every single day we have got around 360 to 400 participants every single day for last 19 days. And I'm sure today also the same count will be there. The count increases as the session proceeds. I'm very happy that all of you could make it. Congratulations to all of you all. It's not easy, as I was telling, but then every day coming at same time, 8:30. Oh, so wonderful. I'm sure maybe from Monday onwards, 8:30 you'll wonder what to do. 8:30 to 9:30 what to do. Anyways, we'll find out something, where we can do something at that time. So let's start with today's session by chanting Mangala Charan, auspicious prayers. Please repeat after me. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim Yat kripatham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So we should thank this pandemic. We should thank so many people who got affected by COVID. And we should also thank all those people who left their bodies. Only reason why people left their bodies, why Corona came, only reason for all this is so that we all take up to chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Tell me, if the situation wouldn't have been there, how many of us would have actually become serious? Yes. I always say this. Please note down wherever you want. Every opportunity in life, every crisis in life, every crisis in life is an opportunity to get closer to Krishna. I repeat, every crisis in life is an opportunity to get closer to Krishna. Anytime in your life, if you find some crisis where you feel you're completely stuck, you have no other way to go out from that place, from that situation, and you're completely doomed and destroyed. If this feeling comes in your heart, you should tell yourself, congratulations. It's an opportunity to get closer to Krishna. I'm telling this from my own experience, observation. The only difference between a spiritualist and a materialist is how the person reacts or responds to that particular critical crisis or situation. A materialist will get into depression. He'll not understand what to do, completely fearful, what next to do, no idea. But a spiritualist is the one from so many days he has been practicing. So when crisis comes, he does the same thing where he takes shelter of the holy name, he takes shelter of Lord Krishna and remains fearless. In fact, he intensifies his prayers more in that time so that he gets more closer to the ultimate goal of life, and that is Krishna. But it is so unfortunate that, especially in India, outside world, anyways, there's nothing called as culture. But anyways, at least when it comes to India, a little bit of traces of culture is still remaining. But still, it's so unfortunate that people say that spiritual practice is meant for retirement time. Few of my youth boys and also newly married couples, they all face this problem. As soon as they start chanting the Maha Mantra regularly, sincerely, more rounds, sitting for 1 hour straight, 2 hours straight, mothers, parents in general, they would start saying that, oh, this is not meant for doing it now. This is for retirement. For a newly married couple, there'll be other couples who will be there around in the apartment or some other place where they will say that, hey, come on, what are you doing, man? You have to enjoy. This is the time for enjoyment. What are you doing? This all has to be done in the retirement time, after retirement. But let me tell you, a very, very important subject matter. Maybe for many, it might be an eye opener, and for many, it will be a big blow. But I have to speak. When someone becomes old, I'm sure there'll be many senior citizens also in our session. They can speak better, but whatever I've heard and seen, maybe I will share that. When someone becomes old, it is so difficult to do any activity. Forget about taking something new, practicing something new. Sitting on the toilet commode to clear the stomach, that itself becomes so difficult. They need help. Walking becomes so difficult. They need a stick. For doing anything, it is so difficult at that time. One of the participant, I think on Thursday or one group meeting which I had with a few of the participants there, that lady was sharing that my father or father-in-law is not able to see now. Only little bit he can hear. Everyone has to go through that phase. Everyone. Doesn't matter how much cream we apply. Face lifting cream and wrinkle free cream, doesn't matter all that. We are going to go through that phase and no one can stop. No one. That is the normal course of action in this life. But then those people are so foolish who say that spirituality has to be taken in old age. In old age, we have to relish the fruits of spirituality. We have to relish the fruits of bhakti and not start something new at that time. We have to perfect our life till then. When we're bedridden, we have to perfect our life where even on the bed, on the deathbed, when we are there, we should be relishing and smiling. Those people who come to give us solace that don't worry, things will be fine. We should give them solace saying, don't worry, things will be fine in your life. I've already perfected mine. Take care of yours. That stage, we should reach, when we are bedridden or we are on the deathbed or whatever. Not that, when someone is very old, normally this is seen with old people. They become so lonely because entire life they struggled so much to serve their kids and grandkids or whatever. And then finally, when they're old, no one is taking care of them. That's a normal course of action. Yes. Nowadays in Kali Yuga, this is what is happening. And no work to do. Body is not supporting. Whatever food is eaten, that is not getting digested. The person becomes so miserable and no attention. People are not giving attention. Yes. Full life, one who has got attention, suddenly attention stops. The person becomes extremely lonely in that phase. But then, if someone has attained perfection during that time, or at least near perfection, where they're feeling that, yes, they've attained something, they'll be so blissful. In fact, they'll be happy if no one is there around. They'll be happy if no one is coming to take care of them because they are completely dipped in the nectar of bhakti at that time. So spirituality is not supposed to be started in old age. Spirituality is supposed to be relished in old age. And when should we start spirituality? According to Prahlad Maharaj, Kaumaram acharet pragyaho. He's saying that bhakti practice should start at the age of 5. So what do you say? We are early or we are late? Yes, we all are. Even I also started very late. I started when I was 19 or 20. So the point that we need to understand is, come what may, let anyone speak anything. He should be convinced that what I'm doing is correct and this is what should be done in very, very young age. In fact, I'm late. Yes. But you know what? Mind will trick so many ways. The mind will trick. I remember one article which I had written. I'd like to share that. I think once I shared in this Gita course also. So what happened is I came to devotional service or bhakti, started chanting the holy names, that is Mahamantra, doing mantra meditation in my second year of engineering, first semester. So when I started doing that, so I was not very serious. I'm a student life, jolly life. So I was busy doing all that, busy in various extracurricular activities and all that. So every time my mind would say, "Arey, don't worry, so much time is there. Next semester you become serious. Now you do all these things are needed. You have to arrange the cultural program, you have to arrange the technical program, do all that. That is more important. Exams are there and all that. So later, next semester, same thing next semester. See, then the mind would say, next year you start fresh. What is the second year ending? No, next year, you start fresh. And like this, my 3 years went. So fourth year I passed out. Now what happened is I became the faculty in the same college immediately after I passed out from that college. And then I went to the same classroom to teach where I was sitting and learning for in the final year. And when I went there, it was almost like a flash in front of me that what was I always thinking during all the semesters and what has happened now. It was a big realization when I entered that classroom and when I started teaching, writing on the board and talking to students. At that time, I realized the same bench where I was sitting, I'm done. I'm no more a student. And all my student life is done. And now I'm professional. That time, there was a nice realization that dawned upon me. And I wrote an article at that time. May Mary chanting or woe. May Mary chanting or woe. So in this article, I had mentioned that how the mind tricks. Then I extrapolated my situation by observing others. So when a person is studying, the mind will say, "Arey, so much time is there. First, you get a job. First, stabilize yourself in life, and then we will see." Then, lot of time is there to practice bhakti. What is the problem? And then, when the person gets the job, the mind says, "See, you're a fresher. You have to get promotion. You have to get hike, and then stabilize yourself financially. So much of responsibility is there, and then time is there for practicing bhakti. What is the problem?" And then after that, after stabilizing, after getting nice promotion or whatever, when if we ask the mind, now it's the right time, what do you say? And the mind will say, come on, you're a single, ready to mingle. Come on, get married now. Later we will see. Yes, later we will see what to do. A lot of time is there still to practice bhakti. Get married first. That is more important. And after marriage, the person is asking the mind, what do you think? Now it's the right time to take up mantra meditation seriously, bhakti seriously. And the mind is saying, nahi, nahi. See, you've not yet begot kid. At least one kid you should begot. No, then we will see. Lot of time is there. Why worry? And then after begetting kid, when the person is completely busy, but still he thinks, nahi, nahi, nahi. See, sometime in my past, I had attended some class in my college time. Let me start doing bhakti very nicely, mantra meditation very nicely. And he's asking the mind, what do you think is the right time? The mind says, come on, you have got a small kid, he has to grow, make sure that he goes to school. And once he goes to school and then college and then gets married, then we will see. And after the child is married, grandchildren are born. Now the person is asking, now is the right time? Come on, you're a grandfather, you have to take care of your grandchildren. What are you saying? This bhakti and all can be done later. So much time is there in life. And then all that is done. Finally, the person is on the deathbed. And then he's asking, oh mind, what happened? Where did all the time go? Oh mind, please tell me. At that time, the mind disappears. It will not come to tell what he's supposed to do. This is what is the story of every single person on this planet who takes to bhakti, start practicing, but then somehow or the other gets captured by the mind. You know what? There'll be so many things that will come as allurement in our life, one after another after another. Miss Kali Yuga, practicing bhakti is not easy. Process is very easy. What it takes, just sit at one place for 10 minutes and finish. chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Process is simple, but Kali personified in the age of Kali Yuga will not allow the person to progress on the path of bhakti. Always he'll put some hindrance, always. Either it might be in the form of some health issue or loss of some family member life or some monetary issue or something nonsense will be there. And then the mind will make, it will be a small mustard seed like and it will magnify like a big mountain. If you remember, I told this in the retreat also. This is what the mind will do, and the problem will look so big that the person will not be able to understand what next to do. And the only thing that comes to the mind at that time, or mind will tell, see, forget about bhakti, no, forget about chanting and all. Later you can do that. Come on, focus on this problem now. And like this, in our entire life, you know what we keep doing? We just keep solving one problem after another, after another, after another. And finally, when the last problem comes, that is death, still the person wants to solve that problem also. Can you imagine? But then one thing, one solution that our Shastras give, life is not meant for solving problems. Who said problems can be solved in life? No. One problem you solve, there will be next 10 problems standing. And then from this problem, the focus shifts to this. From this to this, it will just go on shifting. But then Shastra, Vedic scriptures say that life is not meant for problem solving. Life is meant for attaining the ultimate goal. If we just keep marching towards the ultimate goal, problems are coming, little bit patch up we do, and just we have to just keep marching towards the ultimate goal without any compromise. This is a very, very important takeaway. Now, if something which I want to give in this 21 days challenge, mantra meditation, is becoming serious in bhakti and taking up very, very strongly this process. Because no one will be there to tell us at home, oh, do this, do that. No. Yes. Only when we come online, maybe I can tell something. But then at home, no one will tell us. Paramatma from within, maybe he'll give us some hint. He'll keep us reminding, now it's the time to chant. Go ahead, do it. But the mind will take over. And the mind will say, no, you can do it later also. And like this, from day it becomes night. And in night, the mind says, chalo, let's do it tomorrow. Let's go to sleep. So the point that I want to make here is, we have to be very much aware how the mind tricks, especially when we are practicing bhakti, practicing spirituality. If we are not aware, if we are not alert how mind is tricking, somehow we'll slip from this wonderful, glorious path of bhakti. But again, we'll be reminded. But that reminder will be very, very late. It will be on the deathbed. Because on the deathbed, you know what happens? There'll be a constant slideshow that will happen. And in that slideshow, we'll be able to see all that we have done in our entire life. All those impressions, like in our childhood. If I ask that, please close your eyes and please remember your childhood. So you'll not be able to remember everything. Maybe you'll remember your favorite teacher or that teacher who slapped you in front of everyone, or some incident which happened in life, or the favorite toy which your father got. Something like that will remember, not the entire thing. Some strong impressions will remember, and all those strong impressions are displayed at the time of death. And you know what happens? At the time of death, we'll be reminded whatever we did. And surely, 21 days challenge mantra meditation will come. At least on one slide, it will come. 21 days we have spent, at least on one slide, it will come. That time, it will be a big reminder. Oh, I missed it. And Lord Sri Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita 8th chapter, 5th verse, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. He's saying that at the time of death, whatever you remember, at the time of death, if you remember me, you'll come back to me. This is what he's telling Arjuna. So in that slide, whatever slide stops, and we are meditating or seeing that slide, we'll actually get that position in next life. 8th chapter, 6th verse, Krishna is saying, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajyate kalevaram tam tam nivaiti kaunteya sadatad bhava bhavitaha. So Krishna is saying that, oh Arjuna, whatever you see at the time of death, you actually become that in your next life. Suppose we are very much attached to our dog and we see the dog. You know what will become. We're attached to some girl or a boy, will become that. Or whatever we remember will become that. But if we remember Krishna at the time of death, Krishna is saying that you will come back to me, O Arjuna. That is, you'll attain perfection. You'll break the cycle of birth and death. So the point that I'm trying to make is, it's a glorious opportunity that all of us have got. glorious. We cannot comprehend also. Maybe now you'll not understand. Maybe after 5, 6 years or 10 years, we'll understand how glorious this opportunity was if you're practicing. And then we'll realize, yes, yes, this is a glorious opportunity which is helping me to progress in life, to break the cycle of birth and death. But then one important thing is we have to make sure we don't get tricked by the mind. This is the entire point that I'm trying to make. Because time is very less, very, very less. Time is extremely less. We don't know how much time we have, how many more days, weeks, months, years are left with us. And the goal is very high. The goal is to attain Krishna, to break the cycle of birth and death. But then those people are very, very successful who are doing two things, who are sincere and serious. And obviously, third one is consistent. These three are very, very important. Being sincere, serious, and consistent in the practice. And anyone who has done that, that person will be able to attain the ultimate destination. And this is what is the human life meant for. There is no other goal apart from this. Many times people say this that no, I want to stabilize in life. I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay, that's all there. We can do it. But then that is not goal. Goal is to break the cycle of birth and death. Many times people ask this question also: what is the goal of life? Goal of life is this: to break the cycle of birth and death, to attain Krishna. There is no other goal apart from this. And you know what? When we are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra every single day, we might not notice that, but every single day, without our notice, we are actually getting closer to Krishna. I remember I was traveling to Vrindavan, and then I went to Delhi first, and from Delhi, I was got taking a cab to Vrindavan. So in Delhi, we have that mobile floor in the airport. So I was just standing on it, and it was just moving ahead. So I was just thinking, this is what happens. Now when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, eyes are closed. Now we are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but then we are moving and moving and moving every day with every single mantra. And finally, without our notice, one day we'll reach that destination. But important thing is we should be doing it. We should be there on the mobile floor, then it will keep moving. But if you're off the mobile floor, closing the eyes, nothing will happen. Yes, I mean, if every day we are practicing bhakti, it will work. The magic of Mahamantra we will be able to see and relish. So in this way, this one realization, if all of us can get in this 21 days challenge, that is, time is very less and goal is high. Somehow or the other, I have to become sincere, serious, and consistent in my practice. And if I can do that, I'll be able to attain the ultimate destination. Yes. So with this, let's do mantra meditation today. With this mood, I don't know how much time is there, but I have to become serious. I have to become sincere. I have to become consistent. We have to pray to Krishna. If Krishna desires, anything will happen. We have to pray to Krishna. Oh, Krishna, please help me so that I become more and more serious on this path of bhakti and not waste another lifetime which you have given to me. Many lifetimes I wasted in the past. Many lifetimes. I've become a dog, I've become a hog, I've become a male, I've become a female, and transgender. I've taken all the species which are available. Now I've got this opportunity by your mercy to chant the holy names and break the cycle of birth and death. Oh Lord, give me strength. Give me strength to withstand all the obstacles. Give me strength to continue practicing devotional service. Yes. This mode and with this prayer, let us all chant the Maha Mantra today. Let us all literally cry out for Krishna. Thank him firstly for giving us this opportunity. And secondly, let's pray for him, pray to him that please help us to become more serious and consistent and sincere. Yes. So let us all start with mantra meditation. Okay, before that, since many people leave at the end, I would like to make some announcements. So tomorrow is Ekadashi, very, very wonderful day. If you remember, we had one Ekadashi in our 21 days, in between, and now again. Tomorrow we are ending on the very auspicious day, that is Ekadashi. So tomorrow I'm going to give a discourse to one crowd called Gita course. It's a Gita course class, and it starts at 7. So you all can join if you desire. It will be nice if you all join. We are discussing a very nice topic called divine qualities. Very, very nice topic it is. So it starts at 7 and it will go up till 8:30. And 8:30, I've invited a special guest tomorrow because tomorrow is the last day. I've invited His Grace Harikshetra Prabhu, who is the center head of ISKCON Whitefield. So he is coming to address all of you all. And then from 8:30, we'll have our mantra meditation, little bit, some Prabhu will speak something about the Maha Mantra and inspire us, and then we'll do mantra meditation and take questions. And now, as I said, that I don't want to leave you all hanging. Now I'll have to fix you all somewhere so that you continue your practice. So next week, we are starting, I'm giving a seminar on deity worship for 3 days. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. How to do deity worship at home, the authentic procedure from Vedic scriptures. So this very simple it is, but then how to do it in authentic way. So this will be spoken on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That is 9th, 10th, and 11th. And then every Sunday we'll have some session till July. July 4th, we'll continue our Sunday sessions. But then for us, our common session will be on every Thursday from 8 to 9. So I'll be there giving session, speaking from Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam and doing mantra meditation with all of you all and answering your questions as well. And all the ones who are interested to join everyday mantra meditation in the morning, you're welcome. Every day at 6 o'clock in the morning, we have a short talk followed by mantra meditation till 7:30. Anyone who is interested can join. We'll post the links for the same. And weekend group sessions, I have to check because the groups are almost full. So I have to check, how I can place at least few of you all in some groups so that you all can continue there also. So these are the various options, which I'm putting forward. And also with time, I'll open up some more sessions, which are already going on. But then with time, when you people become more serious, we can invite you for those sessions also, like Sunday morning and Thursday morning. These are the different sessions which we give. So you can attend those as well. Okay. So these are the different options which I'm giving. You can choose what you want to attend and continue your spiritual life at your own place, at your own pace. So let us start now chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So I request all of you all that please come to the meditative posture, close your eyes. And please recollect whatever I said today. Everything that happens in our lives is actually for good. Like this pandemic, I personally feel, has been a benediction for many, many people who have taken up to spirituality at this time. As I said, do remember, every crisis is an opportunity to get closer to the ultimate goal, that is Krishna. Time is really very less. When we were born, or I should say that when we were manufactured, we were also stamped with the expiry date. We don't know when it is, and we don't fear also about it. But then what we actually fear is whatever less time I have to attain the ultimate goal, which is the actual goal of human form of life. And mind will trick me every now and then. But then if I take shelter of Krishna, pray to Krishna, Krishna will help. And let us all pray now that, oh Krishna, from so many lifetimes I have been wandering in this material world, so many universes, so many bodies. Now finally, you have called me to your lotus feet and you're making me chant your holy names. Oh Lord, now enough of circumambulating this material world. Please pull me now. I myself cannot come to you because I'm a very, very small toddler. But then if you pull me, then I'll be able to come to you very, very soon. Oh Lord, please help. How long? How long you want me to be here? Obviously, I rejected you and I came here, but now I want to turn back to you and I want to come back to you. Enough of playing in this material world with all the play toys. Now I really want to come and serve you. Enough of all the masti that I've done here. Please help. By your mercy, anything can happen. By your mercy, big, big rivers like for problems are made into small puddles of water which anyone can cross. In my life also, please shower your mercy, wherein the big, big obstacles which will come on the path of my Krishna consciousness or bhakti, please make it so small that I'll just cross it so easily. Please help me, O Krishna. By your mercy, I'll be able to continue this journey which I have started. By your mercy, I'll be able to attain the ultimate perfection, that is yourself. Please help. Oh Krishna, please help. And also let us offer selfless prayer to all the people who are suffering, who don't get this or who have not got this opportunity like all of us, who are taking temporary shelters and literally are in misery. Let's pray for them also, that may Krishna shower their mercy on them, and give them the same opportunity which we have got, and also help them to recover from the current situation. With this intense mood, let us all chant today. Remember, today is the second last day, and I'm not sure how many will continue, how many will come for our sessions on weekdays and other times. So today is the day, second last day, where 300 plus people or 400 people are together. Let us take maximum benefit by chanting very, very attentively. No thinking anything else apart from hearing the holy name. No planning. Everything else can be done later. But now the priority is chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's it. So let us all start with this mode without deviating, without allowing the mind to move here and there. Please repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. All of us together 3 times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now let us all sync with the audio and chant very, very attentively. Just 10 minutes. Here we go.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Please keep your eyes closed and gently stop chanting. Let us all chant 3 times loudly with complete attention. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Once again, with complete attention and focus, let's try to hear each and every word of the Mahamantra. Let us all chant loudly and try to focus on each and every word of the Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. With same intensity, loudness, and focus, let us all chant in the mind 3 times without moving the lips. Try to feel the transcendental vibration of this intense chanting that we have done with 400 people, 400 participants. Try to feel the change, the calmness, the peace that we have achieved after chanting for 10 minutes. This great deliverer mantra, the Maha Mantra. Gently open your eyes and take darshan of this very wonderful lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna. I don't think we'll get this opportunity to exclusively sit and meditate on the lotus feet. Only because we have come together, we are doing it. So let's make maximum utilization of this opportunity. This is the second last day. Let's do it with focus. Please try to focus on each and every toe of the Lord. the ruby like nails, the ornaments on each toe. Look at the beautiful, soft, pinkish sole. Look at the beautiful anklets, tulasi leaf, fragrant flowers, and the beautiful posture in which the Lord is standing. Gently close your eyes, and for the next 30 seconds, try to meditate on this beautiful form. Complete attention and focus. Just 30 seconds. Bring your focus to each and every toe of the lotus feet of the Lord. Ruby like nails, the ornaments on each toe, the beautiful, soft, pinkish sole, anklets, tulsi leaf, fragrant flowers around the feet, and the beautiful posture in which the Lord is standing and relaxing. Please pick the most beautiful and fragrant flower which you want to offer today as an offering of love, and offer it at the lotus feet now. Pick the fresh tulsi leaves and offer it at the lotus feet. Offer a silent prayer by expressing the gratitude, thanking the Lord for this opportunity that we have got to chant the Mahamantra, seeking His blessings to continue this journey that we have started, and also praying for everyone all around the world who are helplessly driven by these three modes of material nature and suffering, not understanding how to come out of it, and obviously for the recovery from this current situation. Gently open your eyes. Once again, thank you very much for joining. Day 20. I'm feeling so blissful to say this, day 20. And tomorrow is day 21. Let's not miss. Let's all come together and end it very, very blissfully. We'll have the association of a very senior devotee who has been practicing mantra meditation from more than a decade now, and very intense in his meditation. Every single day he does it, and he is the center head of this center called ISKCON Whitefield. And because of him, many programs are happening. Many people are getting delivered. So it's a nice opportunity to hear from him. Please be there tomorrow. And as I said, 7 o'clock we'll have a session which will start, and the topic is the divine qualities. So from 7 to 8:30, and 8:30 we'll have the special guest speaking for 15 minutes, and then we'll have mantra meditation and some questions, and then we'll end. So for today, if you have, first post the names of those people who want to pray for, and then we'll take some questions and end for today. So please post the names for all those people whom you want to pray for. Let us all pray for all these people Those names are there in the chat box and in the comment section by 3 times chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. May Lord give them strength to withstand the current situation. And also, may they also get this opportunity to practice bhakti as soon as possible. Thank you. Can we have some questions, please, now? So we have a question here. Vishu is asking, can we wear tulsi mala, even ladies? If so, where can we order? Tulsi mala, the one which I'm wearing, this is what you're talking about, or you're talking about the ones we chant on? So if you're talking about this, then yes, we can, but some prerequisite is there which we have to follow. Everyday chanting has to be done. No eating of non-veg, and no eating of onion garlic also. And food should be offered to Krishna, and then only we can accept. Obviously, no intoxication, no tea, coffee. So if we can follow all this, we can wear this tulsi mala. Then that's okay. If not, then better we wait. And when it comes to chanting beads, it has to be neem beads because we are just beginning. And after a few years, then we can start on tulsi beads. So after six years, I started chanting on tulsi beads by the order of my spiritual master. So, but before then, for 6 years, I was chanting on neem beads only. So we can follow that. Why Krishna did not get married to Radharani? Oh, who said they didn't get married? They married. There's a place called Bhandirvan. So even if we go today, we'll see that. Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna, they got married there, and Brahma was the priest. But then officially, there was no marriage as such, which is there in the scriptures. I mean, which is very grandly celebrated and things like that. Because the Leela was something else. It's very deep and very esoteric to understand. But then in spiritual world, Srimati Radharani and Lord Sri Krishna, they're eternally married and they're always together. Only for a pastime purpose in this world, when they came, they were separated and they had different pastimes. But they are married. How can, and by the way, marriage is needed for two different people, husband and wife. Now, Krishna and Srimati Radharani, they are only one person. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Srimati Radharani is the internal potency of Krishna, just separated for pastime purpose, for Leela. So, what is the need of marriage here? Marriage is needed in this world, so that no illegal connection happens. But in spiritual world is need of marriage. Why red or yellow middle line is missing in Tilakam? Oh, this one you're talking about. So in Brahma Sampradaya, this is the tilak that is followed. So this is basically the lotus feet of the Lord and Tulasi. I had explained, I think, in one of the session. Can we have session on different types of scriptures? Just wanted to understand what are they. Okay, sometime we can have, maybe in our Thursday sessions, I can cover some of it. My mother and my wife exactly told the same thing today. We should do chanting, etc. Only after getting old. I'm unable to make her explain, especially leaving non-veg. She says it will complicate preparation of food by my wife. She says I have a small baby, 7 months old, and I should focus on her future. This is almost causing tension among us. How can I convince her? So as of now, relax. Don't force for anything. If we practice very nicely, then automatically they will also take it up. So we need not force anyone in life to take up bhakti, because bhakti cannot be practiced by everyone. Only special people can take up to bhakti. Let me explain you technically. So to practice bhakti, we need some threshold of spiritual credits. For many lifetimes, we have been accumulating spiritual credits, and finally, when we have reached this threshold, now we are able to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But people who have credits below some threshold of spiritual credits, they will not be able to take up. It will take some time. Right? So till then, we have to just tolerate and we have to continue our practice. That is what is recommended. And as devotees, we don't trouble anyone. We always make sure that it's peace around. and we try to help people in whatever they are doing and try to attract them with our love and service. If we can do this, it's our personal observation in many, many families. Entire family has become nice devotees, and everyone starts chanting, and they have nice time in various ways. Tomorrow is Ekadashi. Please, can you say the procedure? So, like last time, so when we get up in the morning, so the Ekadashi starts in Brahma Murta itself, like from 5 o'clock or something like that. So from that time we fast. So we can fast completely even without water, or if we cannot, then we can have water. And the next level is we can have fruits and milk. Next level, there are some eatables like sabudana, then sama rice, and all that. So you can cook that. You can find out on there's a site called ISKCON Desire Tree. There you will find all the menus, Ekadashi menu. You can type Ekadashi menu in Google, ISKCON. Now you'll find all the menus to cook. Basically, on Ekadashi, we fast from grains and pulses. This is what is the main criteria. And the ones who cannot, like old people, kids, and some health issues are there, we can eat all these things like boiled potato, boiled sweet potato, boiled groundnuts. Salt that we use is the pink salt that comes. It's called a sendha namak, not the normal salt. So these are the few things which we can do. But more than this, the important thing is we have to chant more rounds. So tomorrow you can try chanting 4 rounds or 8 rounds, up to your capacity and time. You can see, and Sunday it is, so all of us can chant more rounds. And also we can offer more tulsi leaves tomorrow. Like we can offer 8 tulsi leaves or 108 tulsi leaves depending on availability. We can offer flowers to the Lord, prepare nice bhoga and offer to the Lord. Read Bhagavad Gita, hear Bhagavad Gita, and all these things. And evening, please join for the class, because when we come together, it is a different energy altogether. And then next day, so there will be time. So what you can do is in the group, we have admins. So you can text one of the admin and ask. Suppose you're from Mumbai, so you can ask that for Mumbai, what is the fast breaking time? So they will tell the slot. So it is given in the Vaishnav calendar. So there will be a slot like 6 p.m., 6 a.m. to say 10 a.m. In that we have to break the fast. So we can eat grains and break our fast. So something like this. So this is the procedure to follow. Yeah, we are fasting tomorrow. Is the same link for tomorrow's session. We will post in the groups. What is the Diksha procedure? Diksha procedure in ISKCON is very, very long. We'll discuss sometime later. Why do Krishna allow other religions when they can't even recognize him? Krishna, understand, like if suppose there is a small kid, say first standard kid. So you ask him 1 + 1 = what? He will say 2. But then if you ask that dx square by dx is what? He'll be like, what is this? I know d, I know x. I don't know this, what you're talking about. So we cannot ask calculus question to a child of first standard, but then we can ask the calculus question for a person who is doing graduation or something like that. Similarly, in different times of the age, different categories of people with different capacities have come. And now Lord sends his prophet, or Lord comes by himself in incarnation to give a message at that particular point to make sure they'll be able to follow. So there are different religions. Like there is one religion where it is said in one of the chapters that one shouldn't have sex with mother and sister. Now we can imagine how the situation was at that time. So this was supposed to be told. Now in Bhagavad Gita, if you open, you'll not find anything like that. In Bhagavad Gita, it's all about transcendental talks which are made. In other scriptures, they pray about, please give us daily bread. Now that you will not find in Bhagavad Gita. So there Krishna is saying that I'm giving the topmost knowledge, Arjuna. Beyond this, there is nothing that you need to know. Whereas in other scriptures of other religion, we have seen that there the prophet is saying that I want to tell you more, but you're not eligible and qualified to understand now. Right? So in this way, in different times, different prophets and incarnations have come to give the message at that particular time, whatever is suited, so that they can elevate themselves to the next platform. Yes. In this way, we understand that depending on the level the person is given the knowledge. So maybe they are not given the knowledge of the entire form of the Lord. They might be given just the superficial knowledge according to their capacity. But with time, now many of the religions have degraded and they're doing all sorts of nonsense, including our so-called Hindu religion also. No, they're not sticking to the scriptures, doing whatever people want. That's what is happening. But every religion believes in God. I mean, the ideal ones. They believe in God, and the goal is to love God and break the cycle of birth and death. This is what mostly all the religions follow. Hmm. According to Bhagavad Gita, there are two ways of passing from this world, one in light and one in darkness. When one passes in light, he does not come back, but when one passes in darkness, he returns. What do light and darkness mean here? So, what you're talking about, it comes in 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It talks about Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. So, where the sun travels to north and south, that's what that's what you're talking about. So, this is for the yogis, not for us. For yogis, they have to check the time and then they have to leave the body. But for devotees, it's all about remembering Krishna at the time of death. If we can remember Krishna at the time of death, doesn't matter it's Uttarayana or Dakshinayana or whatever it is, we'll break the cycle of birth and death. Okay, let me take a question from YouTube. Thanks, Prabhuji, for showing me the path of bhakti, though it is too late. Jab jago tabhi sav- savera. Now mind is fixed. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Let me know if there are sessions conducted in Hindi. Yes, we have Hindi sessions on every Thursday. One of my ashram mate is conducting. So please contact our admins. They will give you the link. What is the ideal way to chant in the morning? You're asking ideal time. So ideal time starts from 3:40 in the morning. It goes up to 7 o'clock. So and same the way we chant, same thing. Thanks for your motivation. If not your constant encouragement and support, I would have not come this far. My pleasure. Okay, I have a lot of tensions and my parents are torturing me for money. So I could not chant with concentration. Please guide me how to overcome from my tensions and chant with concentration. Okay, so actually everyone has got some or the other problem in life. Everyone. Being when I was serving as a e-counselor in 2016 for an international website called ISKCON Desiratory, I would get messages from so many places, sometimes out of India also. And every time the new mail comes, I would be always awestruck with my jaws down, thinking such problems can also happen in life. Yes. So one thing which I could understand at that time when I was doing the service was that no one in this world is freed from any misery. Everyone is going through some or the other problem. Everyone. There's no one who is spared. And everyone is just going through their own past karma. So come what may, whatever problem is, because problems are not going to stop. Problems will always be there in everyone's life. You have one sort of problem. If you ask some other participant now in this forum, that person will have some other set of problems. Some will have other set of problems. And every problem is very, very big for that particular person. Right? So one thing that we need to do is come what may, whatever problem it is, we have to sit and chant with focus. Because when we chant with focus, we will get that inner strength and we'll actually get a big umbrella, a big spiritual umbrella. And that spiritual umbrella, when we are holding, problems will be there, but that problems will just go off the umbrella. It will not touch us. We'll be saved. I mean to say, problems will be there, but we'll be untouched by the problems if our spiritual practice is strong. But trust me, we cannot solve problems in life. It will take time. We'll solve one, others will come. Better to become strong within and try to get that spiritual umbrella. So in this way, we'll be able to do it nicely. How to have faith on chanting, how not to get affected by miseries of world. Same thing. Whatever it is, come what may, we should just continue chanting in the association of devotees. Whenever we feel low, we talk to some mentor or some person who is practicing spirituality from quite some time. For all of you all, the admins of the groups are there. You can talk to them whenever you feel low. And with time, anyways, you'll develop friendship with all the senior devotees who are there. So you can take guidance. I'm always there to help and assist. You can message and or send the audio message on WhatsApp. I can reply. But come what may, we cannot give up chanting. That chanting should go on. Our mind is peaceful or our mind is disturbed or we are completely destroyed and disaster has come in our life. No, no problem. We'll chant. Yes. In fact, I say that always that even if Yamaraj comes or his dutas come, we have to tell them, oh, 10 minutes, let me complete my chanting, I'll come. This should be the strength, this should be the mood. Then, we can actually, every single day without fail, we'll be able to chant. Yes. Whatever it is, we cannot stop chanting. This is my point. Actually, it's my personal experience. Um, this problem started in October. So in lockdown, what I did was every day I was giving class. Every day. It started like last year, April, March. Every day I was giving class. And then I was recording Shloka day videos, say 5 videos a day I would record. And then every day, minimum one class and maximum, 3, 4 classes. Different crowd I would address. And what happened in October was I almost lost my voice, because my schedule, I would sleep less, eat less, and then speak more. So heat in the body increased and my throat went for a toss. And literally, it was like whenever I speak, it would pain like anything. Laryngitis, I got that laryngitis, and the vocal cords were swollen and things like that. And it was pathetic. Can you imagine a person who speaks a lot suddenly has to stop? And almost for November, December, January, February also, 4 months, no, I was shut. My mouth was completely sealed. I was not allowed to speak, and I was not getting proper medicines. Also, I'm not understanding what to do. And at that, and when it comes to chanting, I'm the person who gives chanting class, and I'm not able to chant loudly at that time. So at that time, my superiors told me, we cannot stop chanting. We have to continue. And at that time, I would just sit, just move my lips, no voice is coming, but mentally the chanting is going on. So even at that situation, no, we cannot stop chanting. This is what I learned. It was a big lesson. So we cannot stop chanting anytime. One very important example which I remember, one of our dear friends who was here in Bangalore, now he shifted to another place. He had got dengue. I can never forget this person. He got dengue in the morning, he fainted. And then we took him to the hospital, and it was almost, I think, evening time, when he came back to consciousness. First thing that he asked when he opened his eyes was, please give me my beads, the rounds are pending. Literally did that, and we gave him beads and he started chanting. He completed the 16 round, which take 2 hours, and then he ate something and again, went back to sleep. This is the commitment that we need to have, when it comes to chanting, because or else, see, in this world everyone is doing nonsense. And if we are doing something sensible, people will say, no, no, you're doing nonsense, we are doing sensible. So how can we how can we counter them? It's very difficult. So only one thing that we can do is we have to get strong faith, and we should just keep chanting. Doesn't matter what is our current situation. If we can do this, trust me, that the faith that we'll get, the confidence that we'll get, will be such immense confidence and faith that no one will be able to shake us. No one. Okay, I'll just take one more question and end for today. Since how long you're practicing Krishna consciousness, and how did you get into this? How did your family react to your decision of being monk? So I started practicing in around 2010 or 11. And when I became monk, it was a big disaster in my home. They were not very favorable. And because I was paid very high. I had a very high salaried job here when I was working as a senior VLSI design engineer. I did my MTech from BITS Pilani. I was the university topper. My parents were going crazy. What's wrong with you? How can you give everything up and then join this? And obviously, they're the most lovable parents which I have, and they were worried that what I will do becoming a monk, because I've always been brought up in very nice luxurious setup, and suddenly taking to austere life, they were very much worried. But then with time, when they started understanding what I'm doing, what are my activities, and how people are getting benefited, they were all blissful. In fact, now my parents give my number to relatives for counseling, so they call me for counseling. And sometimes my parents also call. Obviously, we talk on regular basis, but when problem comes, I'll call and ask what to do now. So something like this. So they're happy now. They're happy. One question which I'd ask them when they're saying that no, you should get married, I ask them only one question. They tell me that which person on this earth is happy after getting married. So, so their mouth was so completely sealed. They couldn't speak anything after that. So this was my small story, and by Lord Krishna's mercy, everything became favorable. And obviously, people like all of you all always keep praying for me, because of which I can stay happily in the monkhood. ठीक है चलो, today we have crossed 9:30. Today is 9:40. So let's end for today. Let's meet tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock. If you have time, if you're busy, please join at 8:30, so that we end the mantra meditation 21 days challenge. And tomorrow also I'll do this, but today also I'm doing. If I've offended any of you by any of my words with folded hands, please forgive me. I'm just speaking from scriptures for everyone's benefit. But yes, sometimes it happens that some incident or some words which are from scriptures might directly hurt our ego and touch our ego. So that time you might feel bad, but then I'm just repeating whatever I've heard. So please forgive me for